Hey YouTubers, welcome to the very first video on my underground comics page. I wanted to make this video real quick to welcome you guys to the page, tell you a little bit about who the hell am I, why I've created this page, why I am making and uploading these videos, and more importantly, why you should watch them and support this channel and also other media aspects that are tied into this channel. So starting with basically why did I start this channel? Well, my name is Johnny Mack, and I am the writer and creator of this little baby right here, Titans. So, as you can tell, I write comic books, or attempt to anyway. So basically, this is my first endeavor in comic books. Not really, actually. I've been trying to get a comic book off the ground for a minute. By a minute, I mean like since 1997, 8, when the internet was like in its infancy, right? And you didn't have things like print on demand, you didn't have crowdfunding, you didn't have any of those things. Um, just things weren't what they are today. So basically, I decided to create this channel as a way to talk about my journey and my experience creating a comic book. One of the things that I find when engaging with other people that are interested in creating a comic book or graphic novels, or have created something, or wherever you fit in between that spectrum, I always get the same questions, which is, why did you get into comic books, as far as writing them, creating them, things like that. Like, how do I get started? Like, where do I go to find money? Like, where did you find your artist, and all these things. And I thought, what a great way and a great opportunity for me to not only talk about my project and promote it and spread more word about the book out there, but to also talk about my journey and like what it's been like and what I go through, and share the ups and downs so that people can actually get a firsthand account of like what happens. So right now, videos aren't glamorous. None of it's going to be glamorous for a little bit, but as I make more videos and get things squared away, um, ducket wise, that is, you'll get pretty and better videos, and also you'll get some other nifty stuff as well. So that's pretty much it about who I am and why I decided to start this. So the next thing I'm going to talk about real fast in this video is I'm going to talk about how Titans came to be. So to make a super long story short, which if you are interested in the uncut, unedited, super long version of this story, you can click down to the link below to my Patreon and become a subscriber. And by becoming a Patreon subscriber, you help support myself and the other team members, and you help us produce this baby right here. So click on that link below and you will hear all the good, bad, ugly, and everything in between. So this is not my first endeavor in trying to create a comic book. And again, if you want to hear about that, click on the link below to the Patreon, become a member, and you'll hear all about that. But the gist of how Titans came to be is back in 2009. I went through a traumatic experience that most people will experience at some point in their life, which is you lose a loved one. In this case, it happened to be my mom. And I kind of bummed around for a little bit. And I wasn't really sure how to really deal and process that. And everyone's different. And I'm an actor and a writer and creator of things. And so one of the best ways for me sometimes to process things is to write. It's kind of cathartic. This, that, and other, yada, yada, yada. So to make a long story short, I started writing. I actually started writing something completely different, and then that really wasn't working for me. And what I found was that I just needed an outlet to kind of address some issues and some questions that I had about what was going to happen to me. I was 29 years old. I had lost my dad when I was 16, so it had been my mom and I for quite some time, and that was it. And so I was starting to get around to really enjoying having my mom around. Just being an adult child, you know, having your parent there, and experience things in a different child parent adult dichotomy. So that happened, and then I fell into a deep depression, and like I said, I started writing. And that's really pretty much how Titans started for the most part. It started with me just asking kind of some questions. I had some questions about my faith and like what was going on with me, and pretty much that's how it all started. I pondered the question of what life would be like if God retired. Like what would happen if he retired? Like who would run the universe? Who would run the cosmos? Who would do things? And so with that being said, that's how Titans came to be. And then I wrote, got a production team together, and zany adventures ensued. But we'll talk more about that in other videos. So my next video, I am going to um, come back and I'm going to talk more about like the creation process, but more importantly, like the tools that I have found really important in creating a comic book. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching my first video. I know it's lame as all get out, but just trying to keep it real basically, and put that out there, but get something out there so you guys can get excited about this. Yeah, so I'm excited to share with you guys about some of the tools and things that I have found to be helpful in my comic book creating endeavors. So with that said, until next time, I will talk at you guys later. Bye.